See, I have visited every single COP from the time of Earth Summit in 1992. So I have been a kind of a person who is monitoring what's happening in the CBDs. And that's my interest in coming to this CBD. Secondly, we are people who have extreme specialization in community-led agrobiodiversity. And we are working with about 5,000 women farmers, very tiny landholders, less than 1 hectare, half hectare kind of thing. But all these women, though they're considered as the poorest of the people, they have an amazing diversity on their lands. A kind of cropping system that can withstand any kind of climate crisis. We always say that the crops that they primarily grow millets along with other crops. So we say that even if the rainfall reduces to half of what it is as a consequence of climate crisis, their crops can stay on. And the biggest threat that is being posed by climate crisis is heavy malnutrition. And their crops can be an answer to the malnutrition. And thirdly, the kind of water crisis which is going to face us will not face us because they don't depend upon irrigated water for them. So people who have biodiversity in their agriculture, people who are generating different kinds of solutions to climate crisis, they are the kind of people we are working with. So therefore, we want to know how CBD responds to the issue of agrobiodiversity, and we keep monitoring it.
So you mentioned a keyword. You mentioned that they're micro holdings as far as these 5,000 women are concerned. The next thing that comes to my mind is integration of land for improved productivity. Is that also something that you look at?
When you, when you say integration of land, do you mean consolidating land holdings? Yeah. Now, we don't believe in that concept at all because the most efficient farmers are small farmers. There have been many studies in the world which show that when the land holding starts increasing, farming becomes very inefficient. If you are a small farmer, if you have small holding, then you work with your heart and soul in your farm and keep the soil alive and keep the productivity and fertility of the soil at the optimum. And therefore, there are studies which say that if you are holding more than 4 hectares, you become an inefficient farmer.
To keep a close watch or to keep a close tab on the benefits that is being reaped as a result of the efforts, what kind of research activities does your organization take up?
Um, we belong to a school which believes that farmers' science is far better than formal science, at least in agriculture, because we in the subcontinent have a history of over 5,000 years in agriculture. So there is a depth of people's knowledge, and if we let people do their own research, they can come up with amazing results. And we continuously keep doing those kind of researches.
So you were mentioning about some kind of charter that your organization prepared. Tell us about that.
Before Stockholm Summit, we were looking at what kind of climate action, what kind of climate discourse goes on in this country. We were extremely depressed looking at the Prime Minister's National Climate Action Plan because that plan was prepared by a group of scientists, a group of bureaucrats who were fundamentally responsible for the climate crisis. And we thought that this was an injustice of the highest order if the same people sit down and say this is our plan to confront climate change. So we said we should go back to the communities, mountain people, hill people, desert people, and dryland people, fishers, pastoralists, all of them who have been actively involved in biodiversity, in making their kind of practices climate change compatible. So we went into 13 locations in this country, from northeast Nagaland to the Kutch pastoralists, from Himalayas to the southern tip of Indian Ocean, and sat with various communities. And for a year long, we did a number of participatory research. And finally, the message we got from the people is, we have the power to heal the planet. Leave us to our practices. Don't try and intervene with it. We have the best of the planet in our mind. We have the best of the Mother Earth in our mind. So we are capable of doing it.